Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing, continuing with the mostly sunny skies out there this morning with temperatures climbing into the mid 80s, and we'll see another hot and humid day ahead. Generally expecting mainly dry conditions as we move through our working hours, but we'll have a chance of an afternoon pop-up shower or storm with those hot and humid conditions. And this evening we will start to see the weather pattern turning more unsettled for the next couple of days, starting with a front pushing through this evening. It's going to bring some showers and thunderstorms into the area, and potentially seeing a chance for some stronger to possibly severe thunderstorms with that activity, as the Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk for severe weather with that boundary coming through. When we take a look at the current surface analysis, we can see that boundary position well off to the northwest is going to be tracking into the area as we move through the day today, and again bringing that activity this evening. And we'll see that boundary stalling just off to our south over the next day or so before lifting northward and then eventually clearing out of the area by the end of the weekend. But again, that boundary sitting there will keep things somewhat unsettled as we move in and through our weekend. Take a look at our current visible satellite. We can see generally mostly sunny here, as mentioned. Do have some additional clouds off to the west and northwest, and we'll see clouds gradually increasing as we move through the day today. High resolution models should see how things play out for the next 2 days. As mentioned, we'll have a chance for afternoon pop-up shower storm activity. You can see the model indicating that here, mainly north of Wallops, but can't rule that out locally here as well, as we do have those hot, humid conditions. Otherwise, the main activity will approach the area as we go into the evening time frame. As you can see at the 20 local time here on the model, we start to see that line of showers and storms pushing into the local area. And you can see some high reflectivity with this activity. So that chance for some heavier rain showers, possibly some gustier winds and stronger storms embedded within that activity as it pushes through the area. Should see things start to quiet down as we go into the early morning hours of Friday. We'll see winds turning onshore, and we'll see cooler conditions as we move through the day on Friday. Again, that boundary will stay, looks like just to the south, but can't rule out an isolated shower or storm as we move through the day on Friday, but generally things looking mostly dry, but we will see another round of showers and storms pushing into the area as we go Friday evening into early Saturday morning. Again, we're going to see that activity continue into the start of the day on Saturday, possibly starting off with some scattered showers and storms around the area. But as we move through the day, I do expect things to become more isolated in nature. As we'll zoom out here, look at the European model. Starting off Saturday morning, we see that activity continuing, and then a bit less in the way of coverage as we go later in the day, but still going to carry chances of a shower or storm into the evening time frame. As we go into Sunday, generally mostly dry again, but we'll once again have a chance of afternoon pop-up shower or storm during the day, and then things start to finally clear out as we get into the start of next week with high pressure trying to build in over the area, and we'll see more seasonable and slightly drier conditions as we start off next week. We will continue to see that troughing just to our north, so can't rule out a weak shortwave rotating through the area. As you can see, the model's kind of picking up on that possible scenario early Tuesday morning, possibly initiating some shower activity, but again, not a lot of confidence in that at this time. But generally, first half of the week looking mostly dry overall, and we could see some unsettled weather returning as we get later in the week. So our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we have green conditions this morning. We'll see those temperatures rising to around 87 degrees for our high today, and then we start to introduce a yellow risk for precip and lightning as we get into the afternoon, with that chance of a pop-up shower or storm, and then gradually increasing that risk up to a red risk by 20 local, with that best chance of that line of showers and storms pushing through. We do have a yellow risk for elevated winds as we get into the later afternoon and into the evening, as well as we do expect those gusts up around 22 knots out of the south, so just below wind advisory criteria, but particularly as a storm comes through the area, we can't rule out a chance of seeing gusts exceeding that, possibly a wind advisory issued at that time. As things quiet down into the morning hours, we will carry an orange risk for some reduced ceilings. As those winds start to turn onshore, we'll have a chance for some low clouds lingering in the area into the start of the day on Friday. Tides are running normal, and for Friday, we'll see mostly cloudy to overcast conditions with that cooler temperature with a high around 81 degrees, with that onshore breeze helping to keep those temperatures a little bit lower. And we'll see that chance of an isolated shower or storm through the day, just a yellow risk for that at this time, and then back to an orange risk as we go into the overnight time frame and into the day on Saturday with that next round of activity pushing through. We'll see our low of 70 Friday evening, and then slightly warmer with a high of 83 on Saturday. Looking at the extended forecast here, Sunday carrying that 30% chance of an afternoon shower or storm. Temperature still in the low to mid 80s for our highs, and then slightly cooler but more seasonable as we go into next week with temperatures in the lower 80s and our low temperatures in the upper 60s for the first couple of days, and just a 10% chance of that morning shower on Tuesday. But again, not a lot of confidence in that. Generally just mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions and overall dry conditions as we move through the first half of next week. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15. Enjoy the rest of your day.